Namaste, friends. My name is Padma, and it is such a joy to participate in our Yogananda Fest 2021. Um, so, we are living through very special times. I don't think anyone has to tell that to us. We have been experiencing this tremendous time and a testament to history, perhaps. I still remember, last year in 2020. 13th of March, I still remember the date, which was the last day of school for my school district. And I remember the kids were all very excited and ready to go out. And something in me, I didn't even know what I was talking about, honestly. I had no idea. But sometimes you say something and you realize, what did I just say? It was one of those moments. And I remember my last words to them was, you know what, class, I think you guys will all remember this moment, the fact that our school is closing. This is going to be a momentous time and something that you'll never ever forget in your entire life. I mean, who knew? I didn't know it would come true in this dramatic way. So anyways, these are very different times, unprecedented. The world is going through a huge change. It seems as if this chaos, this disharmony, this lack of light, as Naya Swami Devi had said, it's like a hand-to-hand combat between the light and the dark. And while it may seem that it's so chaotic and disharmonious, and is the world coming to an end? Our civilization as we know it come to an end in this conflict? Well, on the contrary. And as Master had also written, his promise is that, so first of all, especially when the US was going through a particularly difficult time, I was getting comfort by reading Master, where he writes that the US has a very good karma. It has some bad karma, but it has mostly very good karma, and it will pull itself out. And India and the US will join hands together, America will join hands together and lead the world, and will lead the world and take the world out from this despair. So that brings us much hope, much reason to hope, for hope, because we know that all of this, which seems like the world is coming to an end, is actually a preparation for the higher age. As our planet, as our solar system, as the sun is going around the Vishnu Navi, the center of our galaxy, that place of tremendous light and energy, as the sun is moving towards it, because we are in the ascending age, we know more light is falling on our planet. And as more light is falling on our planet, invariably, we are moving towards an age of higher energy, yes, higher understanding, much more harmonious way of living, understanding how to live so that we truly find peace and happiness in our lives. So all of this is in preparation for that. We are preparing the soil, so to say, to get rid of our old habits. The old ways of doing things are going to fall away. They already have fallen away, and they're going to fall away even more. So, but the combat is real. And that too we understand, because I think Swamiji explained that because this is a higher age, because it has higher energy, so yes, the light is going to be more powerful, but at this cusp, the darkness is also energized. And so that also seems very powerful. So then the most important question is, at this time, and Master has been preparing us for this time, what is our role? Will there be a role we will play in bringing in and ushering in and helping ushering in the higher age? Well, this is Yogananda Fest, and some of us here are disciples of Paramhansa Yogananda. He is said to be not only a great master, but an avatar of this new age. What does that mean? To be his disciples and finding ourselves in these times. Well, it's pretty clear that this is a time to choose a side. This is not a time to be neutral. They say back in the days, Dwapara was descending then in the Mahabharata during the Battle of Kurukshetra, which was also a battle fought between the good and the bad. Everyone was asked to take sides. Are you with the good or are you with the bad? So is such as, I think we are going through a very similar time right now that we can be on the fence line. And so back to that question, how do we strengthen the light? What role do we play that will help us, help Master and help us in the process to strengthen the light? So let's think about that. What can we do? It doesn't really matter what we actually do outwardly, because we know everything is about the inside. And yes, there are so many things that behooves us that we need to take care of one another. People are suffering. There is a food insecurity, which is real. And you can imagine if this is happening in the US, what is going to happen in the world. Some of us think, and I hope we are wrong, but if I were to believe Master's prophecy, then we know we haven't seen the worst of times yet, right? So yes, it behooves upon us to go out and help our neighbors, our friends, in any way that we can help them. Maybe volunteer at the food pantry, donate, and there's endless things that we can do. But most of all, I think this is a time for us, no matter what we are doing and where we find ourselves, this is a time, it is an inner time primarily. This is a time, an opportunity, as we have all seen, right? We are going through a worldwide seclusion, if you will. We have been forced to take seclusions, and some of us are loving it. And this is a time to go within, to strengthen that inner relationship with God and Guru. And even if you are not a disciple of Yogananda, your question would be, how can I represent the light more? How can I be an instrument of the light more meaningfully? Because as we prepare to usher in this higher age, it is our responsibility to play that role, that very important role. And I know we are tiny little lights, but you know how we say in the Festival of Light, we offer our little light into that blazing light of infinity? That is how it's supposed to be. It's a tiny drop of the water that makes the ocean. So let us not for a moment think that, we don't count. We absolutely count. And Master is counting on us. And so every day our question is, okay, so what should I do that would have pleased Master? What would he want us to do? And then we are not alone. Master has taught us to live together as disciples, as Guru Bhais, in communities. Wherever you are, there is this connection that pulls us together to live in that community harmoniously, giving our hearts unconditional love, creating that bubble of light and harmony and peace and love within ourselves, expanding that to include our loved ones, our friends, our Guru Bhais, and then expanding that even further to spread out to the entire world. That is how we can become beams of light for Master. We can strengthen the light and help usher that higher age that is just waiting to happen. We are almost there, to waiting to happen, and to help in doing that. So, and never to forget for a moment, all of this is because of that, our final union with the Beloved. That is all this drama about. And it might look like totally different story outwardly, but inwardly, we should never lose sight of that, what is trying to happen. That is our union, our final union with our Beloved, with our God and our Guru. And so I want to end with these last words of Master. I was made for thee. I was made for thee alone. I was made for dropping flowers of devotion gently at thy feet on the altar of the morning. My hands were made to serve thee willingly, to remain folded in adoration, waiting for thy coming, and when thou comest to bathe thy feet with my tears. My voice was made to sing thy glory. My heart was made to respond to thy call alone. My soul was made to be the channel through which thy love might flow uninterruptedly into all thirsty souls. Many blessings.